Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with the continuation of our Diablo 3 hardcore playthrough series, and let's get underway.
Truly sorry.
Why is she always apologizing? She is weird. Absolutely
Hello? Is there anyone alive out there?
weird. Oh, here he is, Mr. Covetous Shen. Oh, what a character. Quite literally. He's a character in the game, and he is a person of character. I'd like to know that voice actor, to be honest with you, because he did a phenomenal job. Kudos to him. All right, let's pay attention here. Diablo 3 hardcore.
Hello?
Don't die.
Is there anyone alive out there?
Watch out for the poison. Don't stand in the fire. More whelps. Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monster?
Nope.
Say yes if you are. Or you could clap.
All right, here he is. Covetous Shen.
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you.
All right, sounds good. Well, no response. I'm surprised the
Oh, how rude of me. I
sassy
forgot
wizard
to
had no
introduce
response.
Myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
Were you named by your enemies?
What? I have no enemies. Everybody loves Shen.
That's true. That is the truth.
I can't imagine why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
And I am to believe that you are such a guide?
He is?
Oh yes, I could show you around the world 5 times and never stub a toe.
A worthy foe. Could we find more like that?
Oh, pipe down, Templar. How many times do I have to tell you? You just need to cool your jets. He's just way too intense is all I'm saying.
What a fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before.
Ooh. More health globes. Oh yeah, let's give you a quick recap. I completely forgot. I just was way too into speaking with Covetous Shen. So, I'll show you what I got here. The only upgrade that I have since the last playthrough is I picked up a weapon with a socket. This is only, my last weapon was 28 something damage per second. And this was the same, but it has the gem slot. Plus life on hit.
Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice young fellow. He must still be around here also, or perhaps he got lost. No, we're not lost, are we?
Life on hit's good, period. Especially in hardcore though, so I was happy to pick that up. Especially since I didn't take a DPS loss. Later on, it's very difficult to find good life on hit. It's also very expensive. Incredibly expensive, to be exact.
You know, it was actually quite an interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself. It was a little uncomfortable, though.
Quick update too on my Inferno progression. I have now solo cleared Belial, Lord of Lies, in Act 2. I'm probably going to be sticking in Act 2. I'm talking about, of course, my Barbarian, my level 60 Barbarian Force. He is solo cleared now up to Belial, and I started doing Nephilim Valor runs, so farming champion packs.
Yes, he was so willing to show an old man around the desert. And his company only cost me a small bag of gold per day. He hardly complained about anything. Always a smile on his face.
Bag of gold a day? Yeah, I'd be thrilled too. So that's where I'm currently at in my Barbarian. I'm gonna be sticking, I'll probably be sticking there at farming Belial with Nephilim Valor until I get some more gold and upgrades and stuff.
In this area, are there? I never thought to ask.
Basically just gearing up for Act 3, because Act 3 is supposed to be a jump in difficulty. I moved to it and was clearing trash mobs and stuff. The elite packs were just a wee bit out of my range, and given my limited playtime, I'm unfortunately just not quite geared for it yet. Look at this guy.
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed.
Watch out, Gavin. It's cursed.
Dear, I did warn him.
Oh, where's he going? Where are you going? Get back here.
The crucible should be safe now. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Wasn't it? You want me to pick that up? The thing that just cursed your old mate there? Alright, I'll do it.
Poor little man. If I had known the crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along.
Oh well.
If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the crucible can combine jewel fragments.
Okay, so there we go. Finally acquired the jewel crafter. At long last.
You go on ahead. I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore Kule's body.
Alright.
I'll meet you when you get to the archives.
Why is she hunched over like that? Where's she going? Where are you going? I just want to follow her. I want to see where she goes. Get back here. Where's my teleport when I need it? Oh, she's just going to the waypoint.
I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their
Damn it, Templar. I wasn't ready to engage him.
power of your birthright could make you a god.
How goes your divinity, Kulle?
There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll walk this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
Did you see the friggin' Templar? Did you see what he did there? Not what I asked him to do, that's for sure. Just ran up, goblin charges the treasure goblin. And and I wanted to wait, because the thing is, you know the goblin will stay there until you attack it? See, what you can do is you clear around it to make sure that when he starts running off, you're not pulling new packs and that you're actually able to kill him before he jumps through his portal and stuff like that. Incredibly easy to kill in normal. In Inferno, it's actually, it takes a bit, depending on your spec. Like, I'm a tanky spec, so it's kind of
Archives
time
lie
consuming.
beneath this desert. Perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon.
Yeah, we're looking, calm down.
The Haradrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them.
Ooh, Templar leveled.
I still have the keys.
Let's go ahead and get him his last ability here. You gonna land? Yeah, finally. Usually you don't land until there's another fight going on. Nice to meet you. Okay, so last skill here. Rush to a wounded ally, knocking back enemies within 15 yards and healing the wounded ally for 304 life. That's not a lot, but I guess it's about a third.
Bones. 100 different
ooh.
species must have come here to die.
Brass wrote that this land was an oasis of surpassing
Wow.
beauty once. A great magical battle sucked the water from the earth, killing every
like that.
animal for miles.
I like
useful
that.
skill.
Greater resource regeneration. I'll take that, that's for sure. Alright, so now we're looking for the blood of Zilton Kulle. We just have to find it. You watch out for the bees. Don't forget. Oh, that was glorious. Glorious indeed. That's 185. What do you currently got here, Templar? 136, but you get the extra gold drops, which I think I get benefit from. So we'll just keep that. It's not like he's died much anyways.
We, the Zakarum, have endeavored to make Chaldean a city of mercy and salvation, but we have not yet been able to convince the emperors to change the ancient policy of exile. Prisoners convicted of treason are still sent to the desolate sands to die with nothing but the clothes on their backs.
Oh yeah. Arcane Orb's so good. Ah, what am I doing? Definitely an attack in the wrong direction. So luckily enough, if you have been following the series, earlier on I was complaining about my mouse tweaking out. It hasn't happened in a few episodes on hardcore, but just the other day when I was playing on normal, I had it happen a few times. Quite deadly,
Need more arcane
in
power.
fact. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to take the time to look into trying to make sure that, see if it's my mouse pad, if it's the mouse, and so first thing I'm gonna do, process of elimination. First I'm gonna swap out the mouse pad, see if that fixes it. If not, then it's the mouse, and then I'll just go back to my old mouse. Sorry to say. Could be the pad though. The pad's a weird texture, and not the same texture of the one that I'd used in the past. I'm using the SteelSeries Diablo 3 mouse, the Demon Hunter one. It doesn't matter what the picture is, but whatever that texture is a little bit different than my past mouse pads. Alright, bees. As unnecessary. Nothing is unnecessary in hardcore. It is all justifiable in the pursuit of life. Oh, here's some sad news. The very famous streaming barbarian, who was a big WoW raider, Kungen, something like that. He ended up losing his barbarian while he was alt-tabbed in hardcore. He thought that he had left the game, and ended up he didn't, and gets killed by a little pack of whelps. It was or bats, whatever. They look like whelps to me. It was a sad day. Very solid player. Good job.
Need more arcane power.
I would be doing something like that if I played more, but I got so much going on. StarCraft commentaries, the force feed. I don't get to play as much Diablo as I'd like. Otherwise, I'd probably be streaming all day, but I have got more on my plate that necessitates coverage of other games. And I quite enjoy that too. I'm not one of those people. You know, this happened when I first started covering Diablo. A little lesson here, a little lesson from Force. Not a lesson. It's a story. That's what it is. Why can't I hit those guys? There we go. So when I first started covering Diablo, most of my fan base. We'll hold off. We'll listen to the journal.
My mother told me not to join the Major's army. I should have listened. In the morning, they're sending the infantry against the Vigeri. I don't know how we're supposed to survive. Maybe we're not. It's so beautiful here. Maybe if I hid in the trees, they wouldn't notice I was gone.
So, it's a funny story, by the way. When I first started covering Diablo, most of my channel was all StarCraft coverage. Started the channel covering StarCraft 2 beta. The point is, though, that when I first started doing Diablo, people were like freaking out. Like, what is this? I just want StarCraft. I hate this. Stop covering other games. And now that I'm doing Diablo, and I've been doing it for a while, and I've started to get a following for my Diablo coverage, and when people see stuff like the Force feed, or even when people see StarCraft commentaries, which is hilarious because that's what I first started with, people will see StarCraft and they'll be like, more Diablo. It's like, this channel started off exclusively StarCraft. It's just funny, but I play more than one game and I'll cover more than one game, and that's just going to be the case always. So unfortunately, because of that, that means I'm not solely playing one game non-stop. It's no different here.
My blood is within that cave. I can feel it.
Yes, in this cave. Good examples, Max Payne 3 just came out, and I am going to play that. That doesn't mean I'm going to do massive coverage, but I'll probably do a video or two. And that takes up time. It means less time for Diablo. Just kind of the way it is.
We are well on our way.
I believe with this soul stone, I will finally be able to unlock the true power of man. In ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. With the soul stone, I will be able to elevate myself to the strength of my ancestors.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Last one. Hate fear. So the point of,
That was a worthy foe.
Very nice. Look at that. Take a quick look at this, huh? 23.4. Well, although that's not necessarily something that I need, that is going to go to the Templar, I believe, who's at 18.9. And if I have a red gem, let me see if I have a red gem in my inventory. Because if I do have a spare red gem, I'll throw that on that for him. No spare red gems. Could give him life on hit. Nah, I'm just gonna wait till I get a red gem. I'll give him that. Alright, but either way, it's a DPS upgrade for him. So he will take it. Plus it has strength, which is good for him as well. Alright, wonderful, wonderful. And I need to leave general chat because it's full of a bunch of idiots. Always, in every game. No specific offense to anyone who's currently in it. General chat, period, is never a place of intelligent discussion. No offense, if you love general chat. None taken. Okay, good. Glad everything's copacetic. Oh no! Another.
Need more arcane power.
No, you don't. Just need to freeze someone's ass. Just like that. And then we finish it off with diamond skin and another yellow. Love it. Absolutely love it. No, don't. God damn Templar. guy just does whatever the heck he feels like. These are nice. These are nice. Intelligence, which is obviously better, but I've got a lot of vitality in what I'm wearing. And believe it or not, the strength and dex, it's certainly not my primary stat. That's not what I'm going to look for in gear, but it adds a lot of protection in life. So I'm really just going to keep with this because the extra 5 intelligence is so insignificant that I'd rather have so much more extra life from the shoulders I'm currently wearing. And this is the battle you're constantly doing in Diablo with all the randomized gear and the randomly rolled stats on the gear. You always have to, it's not always a tough call, but you kind of have to take a real close look at everything. Look at that. Dunzo. Hope the Templar's liking his new weapon there. Hope you guys in the comments are gonna stop complaining, saying I'm not paying attention to the Templar. Yes, I am paying attention to him. He just doesn't have a lot to say. Just kidding. Alright.
Need more time.
Where is his blood? There's gotta be somewhere. Look at those fools. Ah, a dead end. Anyways, the point of my Diablo rant was, you know, I do general game coverage, gaming news, all sorts of stuff. So it does limit my time to play Diablo. So I'm not, you know, you take a look at some people, who's that great guy who does that stuff there? Kriparian. I mean, he just plays Diablo. Like, literally, that's all he does. And that's cool. And I have nothing against that. I used to be that way with games as well. That'd be like one game that I played all the time. But things have changed for me, and so all he does is play Diablo, and he's got some really great content as a result.
See me now.
Constantly streaming. Extra experience. Love it. And actually, speaking of Kriparian, I do believe that he just started playing hardcore as well. I think he was initially, of course, playing softcore on his barb, and I think he's just got into the hardcore mode. And I think he started one and died. I saw a hardcore death video from him. I didn't actually see it, but I read the title. So I think he started one and died, and then he's going at it again. Just kind of how it works. You just keep on trucking. Hardcore is a lot of fun, though. If you are still watching this series and you have the game and you haven't tried hardcore, give it a shot, because it's a cool experience. It really is. I know it sounds terrible, the notion that if you die once you're dead forever, but it makes the gameplay a wee bit more interesting, engaging, certainly. You're constantly on your toes, and barring any terrible deaths, you'll always learn from your experience. So besides, like, you know, server disconnects or lag or something like that, or your cat jumps on your desk or something, which is probably bound to happen to me as well. Oh, special enemy. Barring anything like that, you'll always learn from your death, and always be something kind of you carry into the next experience. Or even if you don't want to do it multiple times,
I don't have enough arcane power.
Just try it once, at the very least. Give it a shot once. I promise you it'll be enjoyable, in one way or another. Okay, just take a quick gander here. I always like to take a look at my upgrades while I'm on the road, because once I finally get into town, I just kind of like to dump things. I'd rather check them as we're going rather than... Plus, that's a good way to see if I get an upgrade, of course. Deadzo. Oh, what? I thought I killed that thing. I was mistaken. Alright. What else? What else? Here it is, so the blood's down there. Get some more of those wasp thingies. Venturing Amulet. Wants to kills grant +7 experience. Let me check this. Don't know if I'm gonna pull back here just in case I accidentally aggro something. Alright, so let's take a quick look here. Bonus experience per kill. 17.20. Let's see if the Templar with this increases mine or not. Yes, it does. I will take that then, absolutely. Wait, does the attack speed one help me too? Because maybe I'd want that. That's a really small attack speed though. It wouldn't help me that much, I assume. Alright, so we're gonna take the extra experience per kill. That is a good way to, you know, in hardcore, wanting to level up quickly, so that you're not under-leveled for the content. And actually what'll probably happen, to be honest with you, is once we finish this series and I kill Diablo and all that stuff, for this character, I'll probably stay here for, you know, a little bit, maybe a day or two, just leveling up. And I won't show you just the grinding, because that would be silly. But maybe once we pick it back up in Nightmare. People have expressed interest in still seeing it in Nightmare, so I might do that. I might very well do that. Just go forever. Go forever. Here we are, level 2. This blood. Level 2s are really typically pretty small, so his blood should be here shortly. Oh no, watch out. Mr. Cool, where's your blood? Here somewhere. That, followed up by stun. That's CC, huh? Kind of thing you need to do, though. Cut it out. Oh, you know what I found incredibly helpful? I've bound force move to my space bar. So I don't have to, you know, obviously you can hold down, but you do so much clicking in this game that, you know, it starts to get to your finger a little bit. So what I've done is, using my thumb, I've bound force move to space bar, so I can just hold down space bar and move around. And it is wonderful. So you're gonna notice, like, normally I would have to click first and then hold it down and keep moving. Well, I'm not gonna click first, I'm just gonna hold down space bar. And so force move, if you don't know, where am I going? Key bindings. Force move is right here, move. So you're gonna go under your key bindings, it's going to be under gameplay, and it just bind move to space bar or wherever. I don't want it on my mouse because my mouse fingers do enough clicking as is, and then you can move around like that. Save your thumb some stress. It's also a great way. You want force move in general in situations where you're trying to retreat, but there's guys back there. Because what'll happen a lot of times is you'll click back, and instead of, especially if your leftmost button attack is a ranged attack, this is especially true for ranged characters. For barbarians, obviously if I click here and I click on a guy, I'll still move to get within melee range.
What sort of emperor allows his people to fall into such
But yeah, I can just use the force move.
Things are not quite as they seem in Chaldeum.
I can just use the. God, guys, come on! It's not the time for chat. I'm trying to tell people something. All right, so I can use the force move, and it won't obviously attack something, and I won't be stuck here trying to pull back and accidentally attacking with my magic missile, you know, firing into the darkness. So just a little tip there for you. I know there's a lot of those little things that not everyone necessarily knows, so thought I'd help you out a bit. You're welcome. Yes, you are.
I didn't think I could get any better.
21. Wow, lots of guys. Watch this.
Need more time.
Ice armor, chilling aura. Picked up Hydra. That's pretty good. Heard plenty of good things about that. And disintegrate. Like, I'm gonna give that a shot, just because of the coolness factor. Pull back to safety really quick here. All right, so Hydra got picked up. Let's just try to, let's go with disintegrate. This is quite draining. It does a lot of damage though. Got some nice rune effects later on too. Let's give disintegrate a shot, huh? So this isn't going to be the AoE splash damage, but disintegrate does pierce through things. So it just goes in a straight line and it pierces through, as you can notice here. And it's pretty OP early on, I think. Not that Arcane Orb isn't good, but I do actually really like Arcane Orb. But the problem with Arcane Orb is it's so, to be most effective, it relies on things being really clumped up tightly. Whereas this, since you have control over it mid-cast, you can kind of swerve it around while things move and still get to your targets and stuff. So, I mean, you can see it for yourself here. It's working pretty well. Plus, I mean, it looks super awesome, so that helps a little bit too. That helps with my likelihood to use it, the awesomeness factor. Am I going to always stick with 4 defensive skills, which is pretty much what I have right now? It's probable. I think the most I would cut it down to is 3. Oh, look at this, all clumped up. Look at that. Wow, and that is where Disintegrate shines. When you've got a group of enemies lined up together or clumped up on top of each other. Here's the blood of Jotenku.
Need more time.
So notice that, freeze them in place, line them up, and then go from there. I have a feeling we're gonna get some baddies once this happens. The heart, where are they, huh? There it is. Do the same thing, more or less. Get that 3. Huzzah! All right, first set of blood, we got it.
The Black Soulstone will be my greatest work, my legacy, and my gift to humanity. There will be wars to come between man and the creatures of heaven and hell. The power housed within my stone is the very thing needed to set mankind free from demons and angels forever.
The sands waiting for nightfall.
So why did we trust Call? Oh wait, we didn't really, I guess. We just had no choice. We really just had no choice, I mean. We needed his help. Oh, come on. You serious? What the heck is going on here? I picked up Cold Snap, didn't I? I wonder why Nova was refreshing so quickly. A lot of guys there, huh? Jeez, I'm crow. There's a lot of rare packs here. Mortar. It's actually really bad for me.
Need more time.
So make sure we're a little extra careful here. Could have sworn that I hit you, but okay.
Still waiting.
Oh, did you see that?
I'm just warming up.
Just in time before getting nailed with about 1,000,000 bees. Did I land that? It's funny that things actually start to get a little bit hairy here. I mean, obviously everything's still dying super quickly, but you start to get, and you know, a lot of people think, oh, you're a range character, you just kite everything. The problem in Diablo is that you really can't do that because they've got literally almost unkiteable mobs, or that are ones that are just incredibly difficult to kite around. Because they're fast, because they do jailing, because they do rock walls. Jailer probably the most difficult, although I understand that you can teleport through that, so once I pick that up, I'll do that. And I count that as a defensive ability, so that'll replace one of these. We'll figure out what.
I can feel my blood nearby. They hid some of it beyond this portal.
Alright, sir. Here we are. Reach the checkpoint 2, Vault of the Assassin, and this is where we're going to cut it off. And I try to keep these episodes around 30 minutes, give or take.
It's hard to believe the Herodrum came to a place like this.
It is hard to believe, but here we are. Alright guys, so thanks so much for watching yet again. Diablo 3 Hardcore Playthrough Series. Appreciate your viewership, glad you're liking the content thus far. We will keep it up. Stay tuned in the very near future for another episode. And as always, keep watching and keep owning. Ooh, I never looked at the background in here. It's pretty cool. A little campfire down there. That's nice. What do you think of it, Forset? Oh, what do you think? What do you think of this place and the people within it?
You're almost not worth it.
Well, she is the rudest